Alright, so this is the creation tutorial video of Trae Young for NBA2K18 for PS4. My username is jackmove916, lowercase capitals, or lowercase letters. Okay, so how do I create Trae Young? And why do I have Trae Young as the third rated player in my draft? Well, I use specific draft sites to get to where I'm at. Usually, I must have forgot to even mess with this. Usually I'll give the guys that are top 3 a little bit higher. We'll give them 34 at peak end. And then usually like lower first rounders, the second round I'll do 25 and 30. Now, play initiator. Not every point guard and shooting guard does play initiator. That's more for the ball control type guys. Like if they're just pure scorers, they're not always going to be the play initiator. Point guards are usually almost always a play initiator, but not shooting guards. Some small forwards, some power forwards actually are. Okay, so I gave him play types. Now, pick and roll point or pick and roll ball handler. What's the difference? Well, pick and roll point is more of like when they're I don't know how to explain that. It's kind of more of an offensive style point guard. Now, I'm not quite sure why I gave him that. He's more of a pick and roll ball handler. A pick and roll ball handler is more of a really high assist type point guard. And I would probably actually give him cutter more than I would isolation. Almost. But anyway, so I've looked up all of the way NBA 2K does each position, and that's how I come up with how I've created these guys as far as vitals and all that goes. Okay, so when we go to head preset, how did I come up with this head? Well, I Google search Trae Young Oklahoma Sooners basketball on my computer, and there he is. Now, a lot of people give him a different color haircut, or I mean a different type of haircut. They give him spiky. He does not have spiky haircut or spiky hair. He actually has curly hair. So to me, you know, this more of a kind of an afro style, I think they call it a fade cut, is closest to his hair. See, it's even shaved kind of on the sides like he has. I believe I have it as brown, because he's got more of a dark brown hair than he does black. Yeah, this is called a drop fade. Now, the only thing I might change would be the goatee around a little bit, actually. It's been a while since I messed with this. I think his goatee could possibly, well, that one's not bad either, right? But that's just still too much. You know, their facial hairs and their haircuts are going to change weekly. So I usually do quite a bit of updating to try to give you guys the most accurate looking everything, face, goatee. Now, I would have rather seen a mustache with like that than just a little mustache. I'm not quite sure if we're going to find that type of goatee anywhere. They really should have done a much better job on the facial hair. I guess that one would be closer. And that is the one that I believe some of these other rosters use. Infamous, and my favorite is still Skillous. I know a lot of people use Infamous. I think Skillous personally is a lot closer on the faces and haircuts and everything. I like his jumper slightly better. His shoes I like better. Shoes. So a lot of people say, oh, well, this guy's shoes, go with this guy's shoes. You know what? The guys actually wear different shoes every game. There's times where I saw him wearing Under Armour. Probably because, you know, different sponsors or something. I don't know. And then there's times they're wearing the Nikes with the white bottom with the white stripe. And then there's times they're all wearing black. So it just depends. They're probably given free shoes to wear. But then some games I see them wearing all different shoes. Some games they're all wearing the same shoes. Basically my point is the shoes change. So as far as shoes go, you just kind of do whatever. They both have picked different shoes, Infamous and Skillas. But I don't believe anyone's wrong with that. Okay, badges again. I usually do 5 badges. Okay, now this was kind of like how they had his release as 132. I kind of do not agree with that. I think his release, personally, is Curry. I think that's his release, with more of a Ray Allen type jump for his lower base. Okay, so now we'll escape out of this from we did the head. So now we need to find him basically shooting a 3. So we will look for a video here. See, he drives to the basket a lot. A lot of his free throws come because he does drive to the basket a lot. Okay. He's got to shoot a 3 here somewhere. I should have went ahead and found one where he's shooting a 3 for you guys ahead of time. I did not do that. But yeah, I definitely like the Ray Allen Steph Curry jumper for him for a 3. Now with Trae Young, it's a little bit harder to figure out how his 3-point jumper is, because when he's running forward from transition, you know, and moving forward and hits a 3, he jumps forward. Look, see right there. Now if he's doing a step back jumper, he's going to fall back slightly, almost like Chris Paul. Let's see, let's go here. Okay, so you know what, he doesn't jump high, and he kind of jumps forward like the Ray Allen lower base. You see how quick that release is? That's Steph Curry. It's up high. He might not hold his hand up high like that every time, but watch that. Watch this jumper. See that? See how quick he releases? Now watch mine. I think that's close. The way he's jumping forward, both feet kind of close together. And you can see, if you look real close, you can see where his feet are starting at the line. They jump forward just slightly. I mean, I really do put a lot of effort into trying to give you guys the most accurate Trae Young, the most accurate Marvin Bagley. Hell, I even got you a really good LeBron James Jr. in my 2021. And, I mean, I got Dwayne Wade's boy, Zare Wade. I even added his adopted son, basically, I guess you could say. It's his nephew, his sister's boy, who he takes care of. So, I mean, I put in a lot of work to try to give you guys really cool drafts, because I do it for myself. So I figured, well, you know what? I might as well start sharing with people, because these other drafts I don't feel like are even close to mine. I mean, everybody is, you know, everybody thinks something is beautiful to someone else they think is ugly. So everyone's opinion is different on looks. But, you know, I'm biased, of course, but I think all of my faces are way more accurate than these other guys. Well, Skillas is really close. His has been pretty close. Well, and when I say these other guys, mainly NBA2K Creations, his drafts stink. I don't know why anyone downloads them. It's almost an insult to download NBA2K Creations drafts. Really, seriously. Why do I say that? Well, I say that because his 2020, his 2021 are all random gen, basically. I think his 2020 has LaMelo, which is a shitty LaMelo, and he has one other guy. That's it. And then his 2021 is just a random generated, where he just put people's names, 5 players' names, who aren't even in that order. They're not even the top 5. Poor Marvin Bagley's brother, Marcus Bagley, is a white guy. It's terrible. If you're downloading his drafts instead of mine, you're getting suckered, man. He doesn't do anything. And as far as I know, he actually steals people's drafts. He doesn't even really do a whole lot. I've seen people complaining early on this year that he was actually stealing their drafts because he doesn't want to put in the time and effort. There we go, I like that one better. He doesn't want to put in the time and effort to create realistic drafts for himself. But yeah, you can guarantee that I'm doing all the work myself. I'm not stealing people's drafts. I do a little research, and if I see someone else did a face that looks better than mine, I wouldn't call it stealing. I use it, and I don't have a problem saying, you know, yeah, I used off of this guy's draft, or Infamous, or Skillless. I like how they did this or that. Okay, so let's see. So we got the face, and then we go down to body. And as I explained in my other videos, 40-inch wingspan is really close to their height. Like 6'1", he would have or 6'2", he would have a 74-inch wingspan with 40. And then, you know, every 5 is about 4 inches or so. So like, no, that's not right. So like 50 is about 4 inches. I think 60 is closer to 6. I forget. I go through all of that to try to get you guys the exact. Oh, I messed up and left him with 31. The exact wingspan, height, weight, everything. And like I already said, I think that hair is better. And then we go down to tendencies. Tendencies, like I explained in other videos, 1 steal, 1 block is around a 60 rating, including on attributes. He's really high. He gets so many steals. I probably got him at around an 80 or 90. I don't give hot zones out. I only give 5 badges out to the top players, and then I go down there, and usually second rounders don't have any badges. Late first rounders sometimes only have 1, if any. Signature moves, like I was saying, I go through and I look up all other players, including post-game signature moves, dribbling. I look up how NBA2K does it to do it for you guys. So that way it comes out more like an NBA2K draft. A lot of their signature moves, their post moves, you know, and stuff like that are really close. Like, let's see. Like the post game for most point guards is always 1-1, 10-9-2. Now some of them will be like 1-1, 10-8-2. It very close. It doesn't differ very much at all. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so we did all that. We did badges, we did signatures. Let's go check out tendencies. How did I do the tendencies? Tendencies, again, I do research. I do research on how NBA 2K does it, and that's where I come up with this. Now, shot 3, 55 is the highest rating I give. And he shoots a shitload, so I gave him a 55. And like I said, you know, I do research on all of this stuff to try to give you guys this. He drives to the basket a lot, so I gave him really high drive to the basket. Okay, so I mean, pretty much pretty simple the way I've done it. You can see exactly how I've done everything if you do the same work and you look up, you know, how the computer rates every tendency, point guard, shooting guard, small forward. You'll see my tendencies, my everything is really close to how it's done. and I think you'll find that mine are the best drafts. Okay, so that is Trae Young tutorial. And again, my name is JackMove916. You can check out my drafts on PS4, NBA 2K18. Peace.